been a little lackluster in posting videos this year. Got promoted, got a different work schedule for a few months while I'm training. Probably mid-April, I'll be back to my normal schedule, and I'll be able to make videos more often. But got off work a little early today, figured I'd get on the lake. I don't know how true it is because I'm not really a fisherman, but I've been reading, or I've been hearing, that the bass are going on bed, getting ready to spawn right now. So I did bring 2 fishing poles and my tackle bag. Not something I usually do because, again, I'm not a fisherman, but we're gonna give it a try this evening and do some exploring and running around on the lake, and we'll see what happens. Thanks to my buddy Hunter, he bought a new fish finder, a Hummingbird, and the fish finder came with a code for an app, and he actually ended up getting 2 codes somehow. So it's free charts for a year. So I got the app downloaded, used the code, and the charts are pretty cool because it actually shows fish attractants as well, which I do have a fish finder on my boat, but I don't really have any idea how to use it properly. I only use it mostly for depth and water temperature, and that's just for mostly running up into skinny water. But now that I've got the charts, I can go on and I can see the depths of where I'm at and fish attractants. And so I had actually found this cove before, but I ran up in here again today because there's supposedly a fish attractant right in here. So I'm gonna I'm probably gonna have to drop anchor because the wind's kind of blowing me back up in the cove here, but drop the anchor and you know, cast a few times here and see what happens. Go ahead and pull out this net. I don't know why, I probably won't need it, but just in case, it'll be laying here ready. It's brand new, hadn't even been used. It's actually my son's. He got it for Christmas from his grandparents, and I went in there to get my net and it was sitting on the shelf, so I thought, well, I'll try that out and see what happens. So first, we're gonna try this top water whopper plopper. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing, so if you came here expecting to see me catch a bunch of cool fish, it's probably not gonna happen. But we're gonna give it a good shot. Another problem I have is I get bored real easy. So I can't guarantee how long I'm gonna sit here and try to catch fish, but not even get any bites. I don't know if y'all can see, probably not with the way it is right now, but they must also use this cove for duck hunting. There's wood boxes from back up at the point all the way to the creek. There's one right over here, just it was on a tree or was on a, looks like on a fence rail, and a tree fell and busted it down. But now, back in the summer, when I came through here exploring, you couldn't really see the trails, but there's trails all the way around this cove. Not really sure where they go. Looks like access for the little duck houses, but if you follow the channel for any amount of time, you'll see some videos from 2 seasons ago of me trout fishing. That's more my game. Being able to walk the creeks, fly fish, spin reel. Pretty good at that. But not so much this not knowing what I'm doing. So I went ahead and rigged up a jig head with a Rage swimmer on it. I've always liked the idea of fishing with a jig head. So I bought some, been quite a while back, right after I got the boat, so 6-8 months ago. And I've tried to fish them a few times. Had a little bit of luck, but not a lot. And I went ahead and rigged up my other cheap pole here with a Carolina rig. So I'll fish this thing for a little bit, and then if nothing, I'll throw my Carolina rig up against the bank over there, work it back through the rocks. As nice of a day as it is, I was expecting the boat ramp to be packed. There was 2 other trucks at the ramp. One was loading his boat as I was unloading, and then it was just one other truck and my car. And I didn't see a single person on the water or single boat on my way across to the cove over here. Carter's is a pain in the ass anyways. This deepest lake in Georgia. And I mean, you got to be fishing like 40 to 60 to 80 feet deep, even over here in the coves. Right now I'm sitting at 12 feet, but just 30 yards that way, it drops off to 40. And I haven't taken the time to learn my fish finder enough, as I said earlier, to be able to use it the way I should for fishing. I just don't have enough interest, honestly. Getting out the old cheap spinning reel with a Carolina rig. We'll give this a couple casts and then we'll move on to another cove. Don't want to waste all my time here. This is set up to be a right hand reel. Guess it pays to be ambidextrous. This is another reason why these Carolina rigs are something else, because I'm gonna get in here and end up broke off in a minute. All right, that took a little more effort than what I really wanted to use there, but we're unhooked, so here I am trying to reel with my left hand. I'm pushing my luck kind of a little more than I probably should be with the way I'm mounting up the camera right now. I'm definitely not going to let it ride that way, but until we creep out of this cove. There's the island over there. Now, midway up in this cove, apparently there's a fish attractor 65 feet deep right here. There he goes. Only other boat I've seen on the water. Cool looking boat. Looks like they's probably running up on the river. Over there's the island. There's a gap in this peninsula. And there's trails through here. I came by one day, there was a guy hanging in a hammock that hiked in from somewhere. I've never explored up onto the ridge or over there in that peninsula area. But I did go back up into the cove, and the lake's low right now, but when it's up higher, you could actually, there's could potential to be a seasonal little feeder creek over there that's pretty interesting. Starting to get a little chilly with the breeze. Still not terrible though. It's actually comfortable. It's nice with a hoodie on. I'll be filming some cool content. We are, Hunter and I are going down to some family property down near Brunswick, Georgia. The property we have is a couple miles from the Sapelo River. We can put it in the Sapelo River and we can get out to the intercoastal waterway there around Sapelo Sound and Sapelo Island, and run back around to the Darien River and the Altamaha River and the Altamaha Sound. So we're gonna leave and go down Thursday afternoon and fish Friday and fish Saturday out on the intercoastal. Have no idea what I'm doing with that type of fishing either. I've never fished for saltwater fish before, so been spending the last couple weeks getting ready for that trip, getting the boat ready and making sure we got all the safety equipment, making sure we got spare tires, making sure the vehicles are ready to go. Hunter's ordered some stuff for fishing, and I guess that's kind of what sparked me to get out and do some fishing today. Been wanting to check out this little sandbar for a while. It's only here when the water's down, so there's been some times I've passed by when the water's down. Other boats have been parked here, but got the boat beached up, and like you can see where the water line usually is. I've seen the water up past these trees before. That's a good, 15 or 20 feet, honestly. But these things are like power poles. It's crazy. You could walk all the way around if you really wanted to. Some raccoon prints. Island right there, and cove I was in. Kusawati's on back. Doll Mountain is back over that way. The dam is around the point and out across the main lake. Woodpeckers done tore that thing up. That one too. Funny that they're just the two of them side by side. Starting to get to that time of the day. My favorite time. Water calms down. Nobody's out and about. The golden hour. Wish now I had brought my drone. Of course, we got the chemtrails. There's an X right there. X marks the spot. Can barely see them. Actually, you can't even see them in the camera. Yeah, just about to go around the point. Another boat out flying low. Just backed her down. Some fish were just jumping right over here. But it's like right over there in the middle, about the middle of the camera picture there, 200 feet deep. So they're on the top though, which is odd. But it's about getting that time. Need to make sure I turn my nav lights on here. We'll cruise around a little bit more, make it back to the ramp about dark. Nice 3 or 4 hours out. It's my people right there with the green lights. Looks like they had the same idea. I like it.